Yesterday, I had an interesting thing happen. A guy signed up for a 30-day free trial to my MMT Trader report. I got the notification, the email notification that he signed up. And then almost immediately after the sign up, I got another notification that he canceled. So I thought that was odd. I thought maybe, he signed up by accident. Maybe he really didn't want it. So I contacted him and I said, "Did you just cancel?" And he's like, "Yeah, I canceled. I know I want to cancel." And then my question was, "Well, why did you cancel? You get 30 days for free. I give everybody 30 days for free." And some people cancel before the end of the 30 days. I mean, that happens. I don't have any problem with that. But this was the first time it was an immediate cancellation. And my sense is that this is a person who he doesn't want it, but he wants it. So what you see here, that's, to me, it's an indication of a deep state of confusion. Okay, it is sending the wrong signal. You can't go into something already telling your brain you don't want it, but you want it. Okay, take the 30 days. You get 30 days for free. Check it out. You don't have to take it. You can cancel, again, at any time. And some people might say, "Well, Mike, you're really nitpicking here because you say he could cancel at any time, but he canceled right after he took it." But to me, that's a sign. You're conflicted. You're confused. You're scared of something. There's an insecurity there. And here's the thing. No matter what kind of information I provide in MMT Trader Report, in my MMT discussions or analysis that I talk about here on these videos, or maybe in my blog or wherever, all of that stuff, all of that analysis, all of that trading advice and tips, it's useless to a person who is deeply conflicted or in some sort of a state of self-sabotage that they're not even aware of. That person has to begin, first of all, you forget about the trading, okay, because it's not going to work out for you. You have to put down a foundation, and that foundation has to be to reverse and unravel that deep state of internal conflict that you have going on. You just simply cannot send those kind of signals to your brain. I don't want it, but I want to check it out. Now, in the past, I've used the analogy of the doctor making the rounds at the hospital. Goes around, checks on the vital signs, the blood pressure, the body temperature, the heart rate. You gotta check your own vital signs, people. You have to be aware of your emotional state. You have to be aware of your behavioral state at all times. Just ask yourself, how am I feeling? What am I doing? Be conscious of your actions. They should make sense. If they don't make sense, stop everything and fix it. Because if your actions don't make sense, if your emotions are sabotaging you, no analysis in the world, no trading recommendations in the world are going to help you out, okay? And that's, again, another reason why I say you really should get the Forex course, because I teach mental game in there. And it's, I give a lot of these mental game tips on these videos now, but you get to see it in action. Okay, I show you how to go through those exercises and take stock of your mental and emotional state and make corrections if you have to. You're like how does a guided missile hit its target? Well, it flies off course and it corrects itself the whole entire time. That's the kind of behavior you want. But you need to be conscious of those things. Somebody coming in and saying, "I don't want it, but I want it," that's a self-sabotage. I mean, you could say, "I'll give it to you for 30 days. I'll give the guy to 30 days. I don't care." But I mean, you are already sending a signal to yourself that is a conflicting signal to your brain. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. All right. www.pitbulleconomics.com. If you want the Forex course, and it's highly worth it, that is on the tab that says courses. And of course, the MMT Trader, you get 30 days. Give yourself at least, that's another thing. Respect yourself. When you say, I'm not giving it to I'm not letting myself have it, you're disrespecting yourself. I'm giving it to you for 30 days for free. Give yourself a little respect. What are you punishing yourself for? That's another thing I teach. We don't punish ourselves. Right? This whole thing has to be an uplifting experience. You have to, as many chances, as many ways as possible, you have to pat yourself on the back. Even when you screw up, you have to pat yourself on the back and congratulate yourself for seeing that you screwed up and you handled it, okay? Don't punish yourself. I have no use for people who are punishing themselves, all right? Get the course. See you later. Bye.